Hello, classmates. On today's episode, Adam Driver suffers no fools in Poland. Joseph brings another game, notes from the classmates, reviews from the future, and the Coyote gets the middle class film class bump.
Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call. Bueller.
I'm gonna be late for class.
Bueller.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm late for class.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimble to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Welcome to the show. My name is Pete. I'm your host for today.
I'm Tyler. And I'm Joseph.
And as if you're a repeat listener, you already know that things are changing over here.
Yes.
Rapidly.
In the class.
Yes. Rapidly changing.
Are you okay, Tyler? Your head looks like you're spinning.
Well, yeah, my head is spinning. Like I was introduced to this new introduction just moments ago.
An introduction.
This elephant in the room, which is the new intro after 4 years of...
Yeah.
The one that I curated.
Yeah.
I think Tyler did.
Yeah, you
is
did
the one
find
that
this song. You did find this song.
But now we're going into a more edgy sort of
Yeah,
more high
flavor.
energy. I
we
think.
wanted to be more engaging with the audience. To new listeners specifically, we don't want to be... we don't want to set the tone for a show that seemed like maybe it's going to be a slower paced,
NPR-based type conversation, and then we're talking about
never thought about it
Then we're
that
talking
way.
about hernia checks on the last arachnophobia episode.
Yes.
I still don't understand that. Like
And
I don't understand like grabbing your stones.
Speaking of that, check out the newest reel on TikTok
Yes,
and Instagram.
Oh yeah, great work by
Hernia related.
Joseph. Yeah.
Yes, Joseph is taking the reins as the social media video guru. Now that we have the video element, he's like a pig in shit, as they say.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah,
I guess sure. That's a good comparison. Yeah,
he's in his element.
Oh man.
But welcome to the show. What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. It's peak season, so everyone's panic.
Peak what season? Peak what season?
Well, everyone's panic ordering Christmas gifts because we're in the ass end of November.
Okay, who's using blue language now?
The blue language. So we are we're in checker season.
Oh, don't even start with it. Don't even fucking start with
We're
it.
in what?
I swear to God.
What is that?
I'm going to mute your mic if you say another word.
Well, we're about to.
Yeah, you're muted. If you bring up,
I'm muted.
If you bring up damage check again,
I'm just saying, like we're about to emerge into the most delicious holiday, and I can't wait.
It's debatable.
Wait.
I know.
It's debatable.
What do you mean debatable? How is it debatable?
I would say that
Thanksgiving is the most delicious holiday of the calendar year.
no, it's not.
What do you mean?
I agree
What?
with Tyler on this one.
I don't. I would say Cinco de Mayo is a contender.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, the traditional Cinco de Mayo, the wonderful Cinco de Mayo dinner that we make every year.
Yes.
What? Because you make tacos and
That's
I
insensitive, Tyler.
would argue that Mexican food is way tastier than white Thanksgiving
Oh,
food.
come on. Do you like green bean casserole?
No.
Oh, God.
you don't like gravy.
I'm not saying I don't like the food. I'm just saying Mexican food in general is better.
All right. I mean, everyone's entitled to their wrong opinions. But that's okay.
I respect it though. I respect it.
I didn't know I was surrounded by racists.
Yeah. Because I can't be proud of my own nationality
People in this room who find ketchup spicy.
in this room.
Take the shears to that.
Yeah. So we got a great show today. We have some fun stuff. So let's get right into some Gab and Chatter.
Cinco de
Find some charity in you, lad. Now's the time for Gab and Chatter.
Gab and Chatter movie news. And before I throw it to Tyler, I want to say for all the people out there that are listening on the podcast, go check out the Twitch stream. We got, you can take a look at all three of us. You can see our merch we got here. I'm actually drinking right now out of my Find Your Film pint glass, which is a friend of the show who we're going to see later, who is Find Your Film.
Oh, yes.
Find Your
Yes,
Film
yes.
evolved into cinematics. They merged forces.
Yeah.
And Bruce Perky, Eric Holmes, and Greg Sersavati
Famous Bruce Perky
are the hosts. And we're going to talk to Bruce Perky later. So
Who's in the show? He's in the chat.
Oh, he is. Oh, hey, what's up, Bruce?
Oh, Bruce. Oh, great to have you.
He also noticed the new intro.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad you were here for the beginning. He's a faithful.
I'm still towing the line on it. It's okay.
What if I told you that Joseph made it 100% from scratch?
Well, I would applaud him for it.
Okay, great.
It's great.
All right. Anyways, Tyler, what stories do you have for us today?
So this has come from Variety.com. It's about, I think this is kind of old news. I was going to bring it up last week, but we were on time. We had, restrictions on time, like the big boss. He doesn't want us to go on time. And so
That's right. That's me. I guess.
He's
I
the
don't
big
know.
boss.
So there's a new movie called Ferrari, starring my favorite, Adam Driver.
Oh, yes.
And he attended. So Driver attended the cinematography-oriented film festival to accept the special. What's it called? I don't know if I can pronounce this correctly. I'm not gonna even.
Is it a Polish award or something?
Yeah, it's a Polish award. It's a Polish award. I'm not gonna even attempt to name the type of award, but he got an award for an actor as well as introduce Ferrari, one of the entries in the Camera Image main competition.
Camera image.
Oh, is that how it is?
Camera image.
It's camera image
main competition.
Okay, well, I didn't know because I'm terrible with foreign words.
Okay. So what did Driver do?
Well, so to put some context into it, Driver portrays Enzo Ferrari in Michael Mann's biographical drama, which follows the life of the legendary sports car magnate in 1957 as his company prepares to enter the McGill. I can't pronounce these words. I just don't want to sound like a fool.
You could just say
But yeah,
it's a
too
race.
Late for that.
How dare you? Okay, so yeah, a race. It's a 100-mile open road motorsports race. Penelope Cruz, Shailene Woodley. I had never heard of her before. Gabriel Leone, Sarah Gadon, and Patrick Dempsey, if you can believe that, also star in this film. Back in October, Adam Driver spoke to Variety about getting behind the wheel of a modified open-wheel single-seater for the film, and calling the experience terrifying, which I can agree to because I have been in a really souped up car before and drove it, and it is terrifying.
Best scene in Ford v Ferrari. Is when they take Henry Ford II into the car and
when Matt Damon takes him through the my god,
what a delightful scene that was.
I love that
same
scene.
idea too.
And he breaks out into tears and he's like,
I had no idea.
Yeah. It was so great. Christian Bale plays an incredible driver in that film. Anyways, it teleports you back to the time. And this is a quote from Adam Driver. It teleports you back to the time and you realize if you turn left or right the wrong way that you're dead. And that is very true. Even with modern supercars today, if you take it to the limits and you just make one mistake, it's kind of like what was that submarine that got crushed into bits?
The Titan.
Yeah, the
Titan
Titan
submersible.
Yeah, so it's essentially the same thing.
Okay.
And I really like that idea of making films, and I would assume.
But what's the news story?
Well,
I highlighted the specific spots for you. You're going off page, Tyler.
Well, I'm putting my own flavor on it. Okay. So essentially, a audience member says, "What do you think about the crash scenes? They looked pretty harsh, drastic, and I must say, cheesy for me."
Mm-hmm. So we have the clip here. Actually,
Cheesy for me.
Joseph's going to play the clip,
and he says, "What do you think?" And yes, please, Joseph plays the.
He has Adam Driver. Is that a Q&A?
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
We're cut from the me and Driver are cut from the same cloth because I would have said the exact same thing. Like I would have just been like I don't what the fuck does that mean? Like
we got it. We got a drop from Tyler finally. Working blue. Working blue.
I'm not working. Well, okay, yeah, that was a little. I need to hold my tongue a little bit.
No, it's good. I love it. I love to see the raw energy, just like Driver. Your boy.
I know. But I can't wait for this movie Ferrari to come out because I am a very big proponent for Adam Driver, and he even with the Star Wars movies, like he was the best part of the Star Wars movie.
I like Babu Frick. I think the best.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He's the little guy that does like the mechanic. Babu. Oh.
Yeah, that was fun.
He was great. Love him.
And then yeah, it was so like I just really like that response, like because like like he has money that he can live off for the rest of his life, so like he could say whatever he wants to like. Well,
it's kind of a stupid thing. You're in this Q&A. You're a privileged member of the press, or
and like how
whoever.
dare that audience member say like it looks cheesy? It's like what do you?
Well, it sounded like he was like it looked harsh, like scary, but also cheesy.
Yeah,
that's such a weird.
I wonder if it was
backhanded compliment.
I wonder if it was a translation issue.
It could have been because
it was
like
in Poland.
It didn't seem like English was his first language, so like maybe like he was thinking like cheesy like meant something a little
different.
bit.
Cheesy's good.
Different.
You like cheese is good, right?
Yeah.
Cheese is good though.
Yeah.
Cheese is good.
So.
Yeah. And so so I just like wanted to make aware to the classmates that Adam Driver does not give an F about audience members questioning his abilities to act or the direction of the director. And
We were talking about this earlier, and Joseph said that he Ridley Scott rubbed off on him.
Oh yeah, because Ridley Scott did that interview for The Last Duel.
Yes,
I think it was.
Yeah.
And he told whoever to fuck off.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I forgot what the question was. But
it was something about do you think that making a 2.5 hour period piece movie is going to be hard for, like, is it a planned failure because of the short attention spans of like this generation or some shit like that? And he basically just said, fuck off. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Which is kind of the Driver. So I have to agree. I think you're right, Joseph.
yeah, possibly.
I mean, I like it. And then also I was thinking about Dr. Jones and Indiana Jones. And I was thinking,
as you do.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, Indiana Jones like is always like in my head.
Okay.
And so I was thinking about the scene where Indiana Jones goes into the bar that Marianne owns in Nepal. And
you think about that scene too much, I think. I'm concerned because
why is that concerning?
You've made it obvious.
Why is that concerning?
You've made it clear. You've made it clear that you interpret it as the way that it was originally written, which is that she was 13 when they were together.
No, it was 11.
And he was 36 or something like that.
No, he was 30.
Okay. Again, you know way too much about this. So you're constantly replaying this in your head.
I was a child and I was in love. You know what you were doing and it was wrong.
Do I need to
I
get
can
that?
only say sorry so many times. So many times.
FBI is notified.
I don't know. I had a greater point on this, but I know we have some time.
We have a lot to get to today.
Yeah, we have a lot to get to. So that's the only news story that I have.
All right, Joseph, what do you got for us?
What do I have? I have exciting stuff for you guys.
Cool.
I think.
Oh no.
I think it's exciting.
All right, cool.
So last week we did a fun thing. Well, I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was fun too. It was hard.
I didn't have to play, so it was fun for me.
I mean, I'm used to doing better with trivia. That was really hard.
Please tell me it's not another game.
So
please tell me.
So
it's
the
not another
last
game.
weekend we had a game where I listed a bunch of cast members, and then you had to guess the movie based on the cast.
Sure.
And that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
I mean, for those movies.
Yeah, it's not. If I said Robert,
movies that you didn't even watch.
why does it matter if I've watched them?
Because like I feel like there should be context to it, but
No.
go ahead.
No, it's not like I couldn't be like Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Mark Ruffalo.
Avengers Endgame.
Any Avengers movie.
Yeah, any of it.
It's like I couldn't do that. I gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be kind of.
I dig it,
Gotta be wacky. So I have a new game, not that game, a different game.
Okay, cool.
I think it's a little easier, and I kind of like ranked the way I'm gonna do this game from like easiest, and it gets gradually harder.
Okay.
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 So basically, what I'm gonna do is movie titles often go by different titles before they're released,
Oh, okay, yeah, like
And,
working titles.
like aliases, or they are actually rejected movie titles.
okay.
So I'm gonna give you guys the rejected movie titles for these movies, and you have to guess what movie it ended up being.
Okay,
Like what the name of the movie actually is.
Okay.
And it's gonna start off pretty easy, in my opinion. Okay.
Okay.
It gets kind of weird though.
All right.
For sure.
I'm ready for this.
You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. I got my whole shit set up here, so
Jesus.
I'll be buzzing you and dinging you.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah.
So and then just chime in, I guess, if you know what it is.
Sure.
So first one, rejected title, The Lunch Club.
Breakfast Club? Hey, there we go.
I was gonna say that, but
But you didn't.
But you didn't.
I didn't.
But you lose. You lose.
Okay.
I drink your milkshake. I get a straw across from the room and drink your milkshake.
That's the quote.
Next one, scary movie.
Scary movie.
Say it. Just say whatever.
Scream?
I think that is right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I heard that on the
Oh my god, I got one.
Wes Craven commentary.
Finally.
Scary movie
good
is
guess, Tyler.
Scream.
Cool.
Next one, Hunter.
Predator?
Dang, Tyler's on this.
Look at that.
Right
Told you it was easier.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Wise Guy.
Good guy. Goodfellas.
Good. Ah, damn it.
Is it
I wasn't fast
This
on
is
that
just
one.
it's like they took a syllabus.
Yeah.
And they changed it.
I took a syllabus.
Or what's not syllabus? So what's the word I'm thinking of?
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus. Yeah, thank you.
Thesaurus.
Syllabus.
No,
Too much class talk.
Next one.
All right.
Shoeless Joe.
My left foot. Shoeless Joe. Radio.
Shoeless Joe.
I think this is a character from the book that this movie is based off of.
Oh,
James and the Giant Peach?
of Mice and Men. Shoeless Joe.
Shoeless Joe. Joe's apartment?
Any more guesses?
No, I got nothing. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Field of Dreams.
Oh, okay.
Field of Dreams.
Darren Lundberg is spitting at the screen right now.
Ah, Bruce Perky got it. Field of Dreams.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, next
Good for
one.
him.
How the solar space was won.
Oh,
Apollo 13.
Nope.
Solar space.
what? It's not Space Quest. What is it?
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Damn
Damn it.
solar space was won. Solar space. What the fuck is solar space?
Interstellar?
Wrong, Bruce, and wrong, Tyler.
What did Bruce say?
He's the Star Wars.
Oh. How the solar space was won. Solaris?
You're getting close.
Sunshine?
You're getting further away.
Okay. Oh, shit. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Hey, I got it.
Look at that.
Okay.
Next one. Star Beast.
Oh,
Alien. Yes, I knew that one.
that's a good one.
Next one. East Great Falls High.
Fell in love with the
East
Star
Great
Beast.
Falls
East
High.
Great Falls High.
Greece?
Say it again.
East Great.
East.
East.
East Great.
East Great. It's my California coming out. East. Great Falls High.
Falls High. East Great Falls
Greece?
God damn.
High. Outsiders. Pretty in Pink. East Great
What was
Falls
that?
High.
Jesus Christ. I don't know.
Not Jesus Christ. Not Jesus Christ Superstar.
That wasn't an answer.
Wrong, Bruce.
It's just conjecture.
What did Bruce say?
Fast Times.
Oh.
Oh, Fast Times.
No, it's not Fast Times.
Dazed and Confused?
Oh, wait, is it?
No. No one's got it yet.
East Great Falls High. East Great Falls High. Encino Man. I'm trying to think of
Bubble Boy?
5,
no,
4,
I got nothing.
3, 2, 1. American Pie.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
American Pie.
Okay.
That's an interesting title.
When I Grow Up.
Oh.
Big. Hey, there we go.
Next one. Take It Like a Man.
She's the man. Take it like a
Take it like a
Take
man.
It Like a Man.
G.I. Jane.
It's like it is very much the real title is very much just a different way of saying
Oh, really?
it.
Take it like a man. Man Up. I don't think that's a name.
Deliverance. Nope.
Deliverance. God dang it, Bruce. What was it?
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not Deliverance. No.
Jesus Christ.
Man Up.
Take it.
Does it star
Oh,
Amanda?
take it like a man.
Does it star
you
Amanda?
said
Does it star Amanda Bynes?
I already said that. She's the man.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. What is it?
It is Boys Don't Cry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Boys Don't Cry.
All right. Worst title. Take it like a man.
Yeah.
Worst title.
Next
Oh,
one.
Yes, really though.
Everybody Comes to Rick's.
Ricks.
Everybody
I
comes.
kind of
to
wish the alien was called Star Beast though.
Can you imagine the title sequence, like how it does like the little digital like lines? And it's like Star Beast.
Yeah.
It sounds like a fantasy.
Yeah. Oops. What the fuck is that? I thought I had that fixed. I guess not.
Star Beast.
No, not Star Beast.
Not
It's
Star Beast.
No, I know.
Everybody Comes to Rick's.
Ricks.
Bruce got it. Don't look.
Okay, not looking.
I'm not. I can't even see it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, Ricks. Like I'm assuming that's Rick's Diner. Is that Pulp Fiction?
Is it Gremlins?
Is it Diner?
Is it a diner?
Is it Diner? The movie.
Is that a
Diner.
movie?
Yeah.
No.
Rick comes to Rick's. Shaun of the Dead. I don't know. What is it?
Casablanca.
Oh, good. Yes, Rick.
Casablanca.
Yes. Okay, great.
Route 66.
Mulholland Drive. Oh, son of a bitch.
I like how Tyler says that. Mulholland Drive.
Think about Route 66.
What's that one?
Thelma and Louise.
What's that one Steven Spielberg film?
True Romance.
It's not that.
You're my enemy right now. I can't help you. I'm fighting it for my life.
wait.
I'm fighting for my life
You're
against
fighting
you.
for your life.
Bruce got it. Bruce got it.
Dang.
What was it?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Yes. Cars.
Oh, okay.
Cars. Oh, jeez.
That's not bad.
Next one. Batteries not included.
Robots?
That's a real movie though.
It is, but it is not this movie.
Short Circuit.
I said robots.
Toy Story. Damn, we're striking out. Batteries not included. Toy Soldiers.
Getting close.
I already said Toy Story. Right?
Batteries not included. Home Alone?
I don't know. I give up.
You both give up?
Yeah.
It's not AI, Bruce. It is Child's Play.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I can see that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
This-
weird though, because Batteries Not Included came out before Child's Play came out. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Okay.
Next one.
All right.
Head cheese.
What?
Head cheese.
Head cheese.
Ratatouille?
Head cheese.
Head cheese. That sounds disgusting.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Head cheese.
Cheese.
Wrong.
I
Bruce got it. But
God damn it.
But
Can we get hints or
No, the game is it's just.
I will give you hints at my discretion.
Okay, so
head cheese.
Head cheese.
Box Trolls.
The Godfather?
Pie.
5, 4,
No.
3,
I give up.
2,
Yeah, I give
1.
up.
Texas Chainsaw.
Wait, how is that?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Head
the
cheese was the project name for Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
That's correct.
Oh my god. Okay.
And Bruce got it.
Wow.
Well, because he's in front of a computer, he can research these things.
Like, what are you trying to say about Bruce here?
I'm not saying anything. He has the advantage.
Listen here, Tyler's making wild accusations right here
That
about one of our most faithful listeners. He's sitting in front of a computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe he's doing it on a typewriter.
Yeah.
He's watching on a typewriter. I don't know.
I didn't know that was possible, but okay.
Next one.
God bless him.
The Body.
Jennifer's Body?
Stand by me.
Stand by me.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was close.
Next one. Not Tonight, Josephine.
Not Tonight,
Josie and the Pussycats?
Bruce says that they discuss head cheese in the movie.
Oh. I don't even know what head cheese is. It sounds gross.
Yeah,
She had good head cheese.
sounds like something I don't want to be a part of.
What? No head cheese?
Okay, so
What's it called?
Not Tonight, Josephine.
Not Tonight, Josephine. American Psycho?
Oh my God. Wrong.
Ah, damn it. I thought I was on the edge of my seat. I thought I got it.
Not Tonight, Josephine. Not Tonight, Josephine. Something about a woman. William Friedkin's Bug.
Nope. This is kind of a you'd have to have seen this movie a few times at least.
Okay.
I feel like to get it because I mean I didn't know and I don't remember.
I give up on that one.
Leaving Las Vegas? Damn.
Some like it hot.
Oh.
Okay.
Some like it hot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Last three.
Okay.
Last three.
All right.
The Contender.
Rocky. That's right. Yes.
Good. Good. Good.
Night Skies.
Nightcrawler?
Fire in the Sky. X-Files. It'd be weird that they called the X-Files movie something else besides the X-Files movie. Considering it's written on season upon season of a successful show. It's almost like changing the name of Twitter to X.
Yeah. Wait, what was the
Night Skies.
Night Skies?
Night Skies. Wrong.
Arrival?
Bruce. No.
Interstellar.
Nope. Not close.
Close Encounters of the Third
Nope,
Kind?
Not.
Not alien related. Is it alien related?
No.
No, you can't give hints.
At my discretion.
I know. I'm trying to sway his discretion. Nice guys. Air Force One. The Vast of Night.
I don't know.
Yeah, I give up.
E.T. It is E.T.
I feel like I've heard that one before. It did not land. It did not land on me.
Last one.
Okay.
Watch the Skies.
Oh.
Are we gonna have to go through all the same things we just said? Was it one of the ones we said last round? Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Hey!
Son of a bitch. I could have gotten that one.
Well, thank you for playing the rejected movie title guessing game.
I like it.
Yeah. It was
good.
much easier than the last one.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I got some points.
You got some points. I wasn't keeping track.
Yeah, Joseph.
That's okay.
Tyler, you got like 2 right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got.
I think I have a total of 3 points, and then Pete has like 4 or 5.
You got Scary Movie and Hunter, and that's it, I think.
No, I got one more. I don't know.
When I grow up? No, you said big. Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, good game, Joseph.
Points don't matter.
Yeah, good game.
But yeah, thanks for playing. I don't really have any actual news stories.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could, but I can't figure out how to get this shit to work. So here you go.
Oh, is
Pete.
it your what's it called, the video clip you have over there?
Yeah, but I can't get it queued up for some reason.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But it's just like new footage of Alec Baldwin on the set of Rust, and like showing his carefulness throughout the rest of the production. That like, how would he just be that negligent in that one scene?
So maybe we'll post that on the Facebook page, and our listeners can go check it out there.
Yeah, it's interesting footage because you see him like watching out for other crew members, and like he's very vigilant in his, because he is the producer.
Yeah.
At the same time, and to have that horrible thing happen to him, I feel like is like, in my opinion, it like helps his case better.
Yeah.
Than hurts it.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll have to take a look at that after the show. Okay, so next up for my news stories, First off, we have our old pal from the underside of the world, Earth Grundle, Australia.
Oh, God.
We have our old pal Jack Fitzpatrick.
Oh, Jack
yes.
Fitz.
Yeah, Jackie Fitz. So, as most people in America know, that Australia is one day ahead. So right now it's tomorrow there.
Pretty much,
Yes.
yeah.
And Jack is living in the future, and he decided to send us a review from a new release. Have you ever wondered what the future may hold? Well, Jack Fitzpatrick is here to tell us just that. From one day into the future. Yes, so the Hunger Games series, the new movie is called The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yes.
So what kind of name is that? It's 2 hours and 37 minutes
Poetic.
long. It just dropped this week. It's in theaters now. So if you're listening to this live, you can go out to the theaters and watch it right now and on its initial run. And Jack has watched this, and he has a little review from the future for us.
Okay.
He recorded this for us.
For us, specifically for
Oh,
us,
okay.
yes. So, so here we go. I'm going to play a clip right from Jack right now.
Hey, middly boys, it's your MCFCF, your number one middle class film class fan. I'm allowed to say that officially now because I'm a Patreon or patron or whatever you say. Anyway, welcome. Hello. Howdy from the future. Ooh. I saw the Hunger Games, and that may not garner a lot of interest from a lot of people, to be honest. I get it. You guys probably aren't the target audience or whatever, but hey, I saw it a little bit early, although ironically, by the time this review goes up, not going to be that early. But anyway, here are my thoughts on it. So the Hunger Games has always been a step above its YA-inspired peers like Twilight and its silly little Maze Runner brethren. And The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is absolutely no exception. And in fact, I got to be honest, boys, I think it's my favorite one of them all. It is damn long,
cool.
just a warning for you. It's like nearly 3 hours long, but it weirdly doesn't feel like it is because honestly, I think of the Hunger Games itself, like with an event like that, an expected event like slapped in the middle there, you can kind of tell how far into the story you are, so it honestly doesn't feel that bad. I could have had it go for like another 40 minutes and have been fine. I would have enjoyed it even. I think it should have been. I've heard other people complaining that it should have been split into 2 different movies, but you know, it's okay to be wrong. So anyway, but if at first during the movie you do feel like it's a bit of a retread, and if I'm being honest, I kind of did as well. I was kind of like, okay, I get it. It's the Hunger Games, you know, dystopia this, funny costume that, smart ass TV host here, poor tribute girl there. You know, if you are feeling that early on though, I implore you to stick with it.
You implore me? You implore me?
Later down the line, it actually does become something entirely different from what you might expect, and it actually sort of shocked me. It's really more of a character exploration than anything else, rather than a big epic adventure. Like, sure, there's a few set pieces here and there and action, but everything is kind of soaked in a layer of maturely done political satire and moral grayness. I think that's what I loved about this movie most. Like, they actually take some risks and aren't afraid to sort of portray their characters as not great people in some ways. And I think that that's sort of gutsy for the subgenre that this is part of. This is also a movie that gets surprisingly dark for what it is as well. I honestly think one scene even looks something like more akin to something you'd find in a grimy thriller like Eden Lake or I Spit on Your Grave. Maybe I'm exaggerating just a little bit there, but some of this movie feels a bit like a horror movie. It's just that one scene, if I'm being honest, but I enjoyed it. Anyway, the movie has great characterization, and honestly, the protagonist, Coriolanus or something, I don't know how to say it. It's not Cornelius. It's like slightly different from that. It's Coriolanus or something. It's got anus right at the end. It's a weird choice. Anyway, in my opinion, though, he is one of the most captivating leads I've seen all year. And if you know nothing about him, I'd be very interested to see what others think of him by the end of the film. Anyway, Hunger Games, actually really fucking good. That's about all I have to say. Goodbye in the past.
Yes, yes. Thank
I'll
you.
see you in the future.
That's right. That was awesome.
That kind of convinced me to maybe check it out.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Maybe I'll go to
I'm definitely not going to go see it in theaters because I don't see that many movies in theaters nowadays. You know, with the 19 and all that. But but still, it's pretty convincing.
Yeah, I've only seen the first Hunger Games movie.
I think me too.
I
think so too.
I was like, this is entertaining, and then I never watched the rest of them.
Isn't that the one where the guy like blends into the rock?
I don't remember. I don't remember much.
I remember seeing a scene from it, and I'm like, was that in the same movie that I watched?
I don't know. I was far too old to enjoy like such young adult sort of novels.
Look at this gatekeeper over here.
What? I don't even know what that means.
I'm too old for this. So are you?
No, literally, I don't know what it means.
The last young adult like series that I got into was Twilight, and then Hunger Games came out like probably a couple years later.
The
and
book?
then the book.
You're talking about like getting into the books?
Well, like the book and like it coming into like the echelon of like society. Like I was far past that.
You're like that's beyond. That's beneath me. No, thank you.
I wouldn't say beneath me, but like,
I don't know. That's what it kind of sounds like. Anyways, thank you, Jack. That was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, Jack.
You could really tell Jack's he's a content creator on the YouTube.
Yeah, he produced that bit.
Yeah, he had a sound clip in there and everything.
Yeah.
He would implore me.
He was like, they'll like this.
I know.
He was typing pages.
Thank you, Jack, for that review from the future.
Is this his outro?
That's the outro, yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. He's scary.
Well, he's from the future.
Yeah, it's the thing from outer space. It was.
I don't know how I would handle
talks with a funny accent.
How I would handle a time traveler.
Time traveler?
Yeah, if somebody was like, I'm from next week.
I just take a swing at them.
Yeah.
Wait, no matter who they are?
That's usually Tyler's response to meeting new people anyways.
Like if it was you time traveling back to you, yeah, you would swing at him. But if it was like, what if it was like your mom?
Well, if it was my...
What if it's just a stranger, just a person you never met before, and they said, Tyler, I'm from the future.
Yeah, then I would just take my hand to them.
You just go right to violence?
Right to the crotch.
I just be like...
I take my hand to them.
I'd be like,
take it myself.
I'd be like, you unnatural bastard.
He's like, don't go to work tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, so that was really fun. Thank you for that, Jack. And even though we're technically now in the present, we still appreciate the message from the future. Are we? I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
Tyler's
like,
never really present.
Yeah.
How dare you? Wait, what does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. I am present.
Okay, so a really quick update on the Coyote versus Acme story. Warner Brothers now at this point has agreed to sell the completed project to another studio, which is fantastic. That I consider that a win.
All because of us.
Yeah, that's right. Because we gave them the bump.
They heard the ire of middle class film class, and they're like, "Oh my god, okay, we got to scramble."
That's it. They said these power players. We're never going to hear the end of it. So really cool. And in that sense now, like, I mean, this is just round numbers I've heard thrown out, but let's just say they were going to take a $30 million tax break. All they got to do is sell it for $30 million. Yeah. And anything past that, they make more of their money back than they would have before. And then the studio that buys it, so let's just say they buy it for $50 million. Warner Brothers wins 20 million more than they were expecting. Get back, and the studio that buys it saves $25 million because it's a $75 million project they already spent on it.
These numbers, like it's so like incomprehensible, like to people like us, like who would never see like that kind of loot in our bank account. So it's like you can throw around like 30 million, 25 million, 50 million. It's just like,
can I have
those
1 million?
Just numbers.
Can I have 1 million, please?
Yeah,
I'll take 500,000.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll take Joseph's other 500,000.
But there's no studio that has.
There's no word on who's bought it yet. There's going to be a bidding war, I'm sure.
Who do you think will take it?
I don't care.
You don't care?
No, I don't care.
I don't care.
It's going to happen, and then we'll find out about it later.
I was trying to open it up to.
It's just an update. I don't want to talk about the whole story.
Oh, okay.
That's not my true story.
We're done with that.
Listen here.
I'm sorry.
bucko.
I just wanted to hear your opinions. I think Paramount Plus is going to take it.
Paramount Plus is not a studio. Paramount is a studio.
Okay, so Paramount then, because I assume it's going to streaming. So like
I don't know. I mean,
I think
this is the completed movie.
Yeah, a completed movie.
Yeah, supposedly they can stream it or they can put it in theaters. I think at this point, somebody should buy it, put it in theaters, and be like, "Guess what, WB? Fuck you. This is what you left on the table." And then people are going to come in droves to see John Cena and a Coyote.
Yeah, I mean, WB really has mud on their face. Like they're really sleeping on
fucking
this
Zaslav.
Movie. Yeah, I know.
Zaslav.
So I have a couple of messages from the class. That's my actual story.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Yes, messages from the class. So I have a few here.
Okay.
Let's start with our old pal Bruce, who's in the chat right now.
All right.
What's up with the chat? It looks like there's 2 people in there.
You got Mitch and Bruce.
Oh, hey Mitch, what's up?
Yeah.
Is there 3 people?
No, it's me.
Oh, it's you? Okay. What's up, fellas? Okay, so this is from Bruce. He says, hey, guys. This is a little bit older. This is from our Five Nights at Freddy's conversation. I was listening to a discussion of Five Nights at Freddy's and how Tyler has never encountered the property previous to the release of the movie. A bit of context, my youngest son, who is now 14, was quite into Five Nights at Freddy's probably 6 or 7 years ago. He had T-shirts. He played all the games.
Oh, my
He
God.
had a bunch of figures. Well, being a horror-loving father and not wanting to miss a chance to mentally scar my young child, I decided that using his figurines as an elf-on-the-shelf style nightly prank would be fun. So for about a week, every night, his figures would magically move and appear in random places around the house. It got to the point where I even set up a camera to see if I could capture them moving. And of course, I did some stop motion animation just to make sure that we caught something on film. But apparently that was not enough. And one morning he woke up to find all the figurines gathered around a piece of paper where they had drawn a map to his bedroom. That was it. He promptly dismembered all of his figurines, hiding their various body parts throughout the house, and to this day, they still remain dismembered and hidden amongst our house.
Oh my God.
And this happened years ago?
This is way back when he was into him, probably age 6 or 7 or something like that.
Oh man, that's so great.
7 or 8,
That
it looks
is
like.
so great.
And he says, of course he loved the movie. So awesome. Then great story, Bruce. I think that's a rite of passage for a father to mentally scar their children.
In one way or another.
Yeah, I think it's a duty as a father. To,
All right, next episode, top 5 ways our parents scarred us. E.T., that's my top one. Okay, next message is from Joel Shinneman. Joel chimes in and he says, I had to chime in on the pianist pronunciation.
Oh, here we go.
I agree that it's pianist. I worked at United Artists Theater when this came out. We had it in our theater in 2002. A young 16-year-old Joel was trying very hard not to laugh seriously when people were buying tickets to see the penis. He said, also, this was within months of another 2002 release at our theater, which was the single worst movie to have in a theater, Jackass. Holy fuck, that sucked.
Oh.
Working in box office and having teens and tweens calling you a jackass and then laughing and saying, what? I was meant a ticket to Jackass. It was the most stringent I'd ever been on carding for rated R movies. With glee, I would shut them down and expel them from the line. Those were the worst theaters to clean up also.
I'm sure. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So, and then we have a new message onto these were all sent through the email. And we have a message on the website, mcfcpodcast.com. If you want to send a message, go there. Or you can send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com. And this is from our old pal, John Orlando from the PVD cast. John says, Outlaw Johnny Black is the subject. He said, hey, how you guys doing? You guys have been killing it with your recent episodes. I wonder if you had your chance to check out the Michael Jai White flick, Outlaw Johnny Black. It's got that Black Dynamite vibe and pokes fun at westerns and is an overall enjoyable flick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the follow-up to Black Dynamite.
Yeah.
It's like Mike Jai White and the same kind of...
So, fan pick?
Sure, let's put it on the fan pick list. Yeah, why not?
Outlaw Johnny. We have
Black.
6 now.
Cool. And I haven't... I might watch this on my own if we don't have a plan to get to it, but if we're going to put it on our fan pick list that we're going to do, I'd be happy to watch it.
Maybe we should do a commentary on it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't understand that apprehension that every time I suggest something, maybe.
No, it's not just that.
Wait, what's the apprehension?
I asked if we wanted to do a Paprika commentary, and Joseph said that's not really a commentary movie.
Well, I mean, he was kind of correct on that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just you. We have only a finite amount of time, and we spent a lot of it already this week, per week on the show. Okay. And then the last one. This is from a new listener. This is through the email, through the MCFC podcast Gmail, and the subject line just says like.
Oh, yes.
Like, ...
Yeah.
Okay, and this is from they just call themselves Gossip Girl. It says, Gossip Girl here. I'm a new listener to the middle class film class, so maybe this has been brought up before, but I'm just asking out of curiosity because you guys don't ever seem to bring attention to it. But does Tyler realize how many times he says the word like in an episode? LOL. I also ask because it's something that I've been trying really hard to cut out of my vocabulary, but like it's so hard. Keep up the good work, boys. TTYS. Talk to you soon.
I don't like her nomenclature of this. Like,
be gentle. It's a new listener. Don't push him away.
Yeah, don't attack these things. They're just
she's insulting. She's insulting me like right off the bat.
Well, do you say like a lot?
Well, I do, but like this gossip girl, I tried to take that out of my vocabulary as well.
So do we want you?
I just said it again.
Do you want us to keep you accountable?
No. I really,
we have a few drops that are like.
I really don't want to hear it.
It would take me a second to find it.
Yeah, no, you don't have to find it because we're not going to do it. It's fine.
We'll put them on next episode. They'll be on the board.
No, it's not going to be on the next episode. It's not going to be on any episode. Like I don't know anything about film.
Bruce.
Well, that's true.
Bruce says, Tyler, do like better.
Son of a bitch. I thought he was on my side.
Why does it always have to be a side? It doesn't need the side. We're just on the side of reason.
All right.
So thank you for that, everybody. Gossip Girl, new listener. That was awesome.
Girl.
Thank you, whoever you are.
You're in my sights.
I have a feeling that's a Zoomer because just looking at the way it was written, and it seems like a youth wrote that in.
This isn't an inside job, right? You didn't have someone email you.
Okay, I figured out this.
Your clip?
No, clip here.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the story about Rust with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. So here's a clip of Alec Baldwin
what?
on the set of Rust. Here, you guys can look at it here.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And him just like how he was on set.
Okay.
Now wait a second. If I'm going to shoot right, you want to go on the other side of the camera? I don't want to shoot toward you. Go!
He looks good with the beard.
Okay? Everyone okay? We're all good. The camera. Let me see the camera. You all right?
Yeah, all good.
Let's stop. I'm getting nervous because do we want you? I'm going to follow you.
Okay.
So I want you to go along. I don't know why you're going up hills and all this other. You're going to break your neck.
Yeah.
So I want you to lead him on the nicest path.
I would, but I'm
No. I want you to go on the nicest path.
Yeah.
And I'm going to follow you.
TikTok.
Yeah. That's in the wake of Baldwin firing a gun, which killed somebody.
Yes.
Essentially, right?
This was like new footage that was released or just presented.
Sounds like a puff piece. Sounds like they went through old footage and they're like, we're going to build the best case possible for Baldwin.
I don't know what to think about that.
Which is fine. I mean, it seems like he had a legitimate caring for all that.
Yeah.
But maybe hire a better armor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just.
But I don't think that's a laughing matter. But
people were just negligent. It's funny because like I want to be like he's obviously being very careful on set.
Yeah.
And I like it's. I mean, why would you like? I'm gonna kill the cinematographer. Like, why would you?
Clearly, it's not it's not like an attempted murder, but murder by gross negligence is still murder.
Yes, it is.
It was just.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was just a messy set.
It's just
it was a messy set.
How much you could put on him is like there's only so much you could do.
Yeah, I agree.
And but at the same time when I saw that, I was like, did they go back and film this?
I can't believe that it was a filmed thing. But maybe they took
like staged
the best version of the clips that they had from production and picked the good stuff that made him look like a hero or whatever.
The rest of it was him just like firing,
rest in peace,
making people dance by shooting at their feet.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything else, guys?
No. I think that's it.
Let's get to some streaming picks.
Movies.
Wanna watch a movie?
Yes, I do.
Disney Plus, HBO Max.
If I don't get the pick, show's over.
I have grown accustomed to Hulu Plus.
Amazon Prime.
I like Netflix.
You found the pick.
Streaming picks. These are movies that are streaming on our streaming services that we watched this week that you can watch too. Tyler, start us off.
So I watched a free documentary that is currently streaming on YouTube. So this is the 25th anniversary of the game Half-Life, and they made a documentary about it.
Okay.
It was released by Valve, and it's an hour and 5 minutes long, and so it's an easy watch. It's really interesting. Like every time I watch documentaries about like tech companies, startups and stuff like that, like it always kind of invigorates some sort of motivation to do
Gossip Girl is furious right now.
You're not helping her.
Yeah, you're not helping your case.
I know.
I counted 10 just now in that one sentence.
That wasn't 10. So anyways, Half-Life, the first Half-Life created by Valve. It's the 25th anniversary.
You're streaming the game? You're picking the game?
No, the documentary made about the game.
Okay.
Streaming on Steam.
Steam.
It's interesting because when I watch documentaries about tech company startups,
You gotta stop yourself now.
I know. It's interesting because the camaraderie that you just have you have a ragtag team of these people who don't know what they're doing, and then they create a masterpiece because Half-Life came out. Well, it started development in 1996, and then it came out in 1998, and it also with Half-Life coming out, the game company Valve was also developed as well. So it was a congruent sort of thing.
One hand washing the other.
Yeah, and
I don't quite understand the whole Valve Half-Life thing. It was a cultural phenomenon. Half-Life 2.
Oh yeah.
So it was everywhere. It was like Skyrim. I think it's one of those ones that's kind of changed the landscape of gaming.
Did you play it?
No.
Oh yeah, I played it.
Oh
yeah.
What is it? First person shooter? What is it?
It's a
first-person
first-person shooter. Yes.
It's a shooter?
Yep.
It's not I thought it was Metal Gear Solid or something where you
No.
do shoot,
No.
but there's other stuff.
No, so essentially what Half-Life is about is a scientist, Gordon Freeman. He goes to the...
He looks like Chester from Linkin Park.
Which, funny enough, they explain the character design of Gordon Freeman because he was based on his character was based on a developer that was working on the project because they didn't know how to, they didn't know what how to make the character, and there was a first version of the character. I think they called him Ivan or something like that. And he just was a blocky mess. It was just a blocky mess, and
he was he was like Angelina Jolie and Tomb Raider 1.
He looked more or less like Duke Nukem, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And
I like Duke Nukem.
He's
I've got balls of steel.
He's kind of nerdy, like a nerdy looking guy.
Yeah. So they
He's a scientist.
So
yeah.
So basically, this documentary, it's really sort of bare bones as far as because there's probably a lot of context that goes into the creation of Valve and
where do you find this?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Just
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
YouTube.
it called?
It's just Half-Life 25th anniversary documentary. I don't think there's any.
There's no official title for it.
I don't.
They decided on the name right before lunch.
Well, it was.
They're let's just call it a 25th anniversary special and then move on.
At the time of this
I'm hungry.
At the time of this recording, it was released 21 hours ago. Well, no, probably more than 21 hours ago. When I watched it, it was 21 hours ago when it was released. And I just think it's interesting because you have Gabe Newell and the other co-creator. His name is Mike something.
Sewell.
And they were working at Microsoft in the early 90s. And then they decided, we're going to, let's create a game company, just because,
let's just do it.
Yeah, and that's what you could do. Like that's what I thought it was interesting is because like in the age of where like games were like kind of peaking, they wanted to.
And this documentary goes into all that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like it goes.
I'll have to watch it. I'm actually looking forward to that.
It goes into like the sound design and like how because there was a lot of first person shooters in the mid 90s, and so they were trying to think about. So how can we, like
separate yourself?
Separate, like, yeah, because it's easy. It's easy to make a first-person shooter, but they were like working with AI, like, and they
AI.
Well, yeah, like, they were focusing on NPCs and how they would react to like their surroundings, and how. Like how like the environment could be sort of like cinematic, in a sense, where you could just like go across like a bay window essentially and see like a scientist getting like attacked by an alien. And that wasn't really like prevalent in like first person shooters back in like the mid to late 90s. So it was very groundbreaking, and these people were like working like 18-hour days to make this
the Spider-Verse model.
And so I thought it was really interesting, and plus like Valve, like I mean, of course they created Steam, Left 4 Dead 2, Half-Life 2.
Steam? They created Steam?
Yeah.
What, I thought that's like the is that the game thing?
Yeah, like a hub for.
I didn't know that it was created by Valve. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and
Bruce says they created Portal, which I just finished playing both of those games.
Portal 1 and 2.
They had like a special on the Switch was like $10 for both games. I was like, hell yeah, what a deal! The first game you could complete in like 2 hours. It's really fast, and the second one is way more expansive.
Yeah. So and just to end this point is that Gabe Newell, he said at the end of the documentary, the interviewer asked him like, do you ever look back like on your like achievements? And he's like, no, not really. Like he only wants, like, he looks at, he said in a way that he looks at the past as a way to make things better product for the future. And I thought that was really cool. He doesn't look in the rearview mirror. He's like, yeah, that was good, but like we're trying to do better. And like you can see that with Half-Life Alyx, which is the VR version of a Half-Life game. Which
I've heard good things about that.
Which is really, really groundbreaking stuff. And I'm an impatient person, but at the same time, like I respect like him, like trying to just trying to do the best that he can without trying to have like a cash grab. Like he already has his cash grab. That's Steam. Like, and so
that's his money maker.
But like his projects, that's where the good stuff comes in. We got the move along sign. Okay, so that's my streaming pick for this week. Check that out on YouTube. It's a very easy watch, very interesting.
I'll make sure that the link to that is in the show notes.
Okay.
Yes. This is slightly related to Skyrim because Half-Life 3 has just been clamored for the longest time.
Well, they did Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Half-Life
Alyx
2 Part 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Half-Life 2 Part 2, and then they didn't make a Part 3.
Half-Life 2, Half-Life 3 is never going to come out. That's not going to happen.
It's like that, GTA 6, and the next entry to the Elder Scrolls.
In Fallout,
GTA 6, supposedly trailer's coming out next month, so
that's what they've been saying for 3 years.
Yeah, we'll see. But
all
anyways, that's what I got. Definitely check that out. It's a very interesting and illuminating documentary.
Okay, great. Joseph, what do you got this week?
Okay, I got a few things. I'm gonna start with the first one that is not. I don't get this movie.
Okay.
Because it's like a loved movie. It's a John Hughes 1984.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna be on the same level. I don't like much of those.
And this is like a classic.
Is it the Lunch Club?
No, it's not the Lunch Club. That one's better than this one, but this is 16 Candles.
Oh, there's some rough stuff in this.
And
there's
yes,
some rough stuff.
Just watching this movie, I'm like, what is this? What are they allowing? I know it's 1984, but to have an Asian man as like a foreign exchange student named Long Duck Dong, who is such a unique person to be in front of these people who have not been exposed to this type of culture.
Yeah.
And he's using a spoon and a fork as chopsticks at dinner.
God, it's so bad.
I forgot about that. Oh my
And then
gosh.
they're just dropping, the R word just casually to each other, and
It was a different time.
I know,
It was a different time.
but it's just I don't know. And then the kind of rapey vibes from the sexual harassment while they're sleeping. It's weird. It's weird.
It's bad.
And I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't see how.
What do you mean? What's not to get?
I don't get how people can
Say it's a great movie.
at this point, I guess, at this day and age.
Yeah, is this your first watch?
Yes.
Oh,
I think that's probably the deciding factor.
I guess. I don't know.
If you watched it as a kid and you're like, I love this movie, and you go back and you're like, okay, it's pretty. I mean, it's a little rough at a lot of parts.
A little weird.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird.
it's kind of like watching the FP.
But they're being serious in 16 Candles.
That's right.
The Times, J. Tro.
Yeah. So I think it's on Netflix. I think that was on Netflix.
16 Candles. Oh yeah, my mom loves that movie.
You should ask her. She gotta show how she feels about Long Duck Dong.
Long Duck Dong.
If you like this movie, then you can go straight
But
to
at the same time, there are people who are like people of like the Asian community who like still like find that funny. Like
sure.
But obviously it's not everybody's gonna fall on the same side of the
I don't know. All
spectrum.
Asians have to agree.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just,
I feel kind of like when you speak for another nationality, it's not as racist, but it has the same kind of connotation.
Yeah.
Where it's like when you're speaking for
lately.
well, it's virtue signaling. That's what it is.
It's virtue signaling,
Virtue
but
signaling.
it's like when you're speaking for a complete other nationality.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, I know better than they do, or I know as good as they do, so I'm going to be outraged for you. And by the way, everybody agrees with me.
Yeah.
They tried to do that with, the Speedy Gonzalez, and people were trying to cancel Speedy Gonzalez for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Oh yeah, I remember.
huge swaths of the Hispanic community were like, no, we fucking love him.
I know. I never understood that.
Leave Speedy Gonzalez alone.
Like I mean, he's a successful mouse.
He's a successful mouse.
who has an incredible sombrero.
I love Fritos chips. I love them. I do.
I mean, like I get it, but at the same time, it's just like, God.
Yeah. It's I don't know.
Long Duck Dong though
it's
is pretty
strange.
bad.
Yeah, but
it's hard.
That is
it's hard
bad.
to say like as a non-Asian person or a non-person of color. It's like
What are you talking about? You're Bolivian.
I was gonna say, like, what do you mean you're not?
First of all,
Bolivian.
Bolivian people are people from Spain, and people from Spain are white people.
Hey, we're cousins.
So
Me and you.
it's not. It's different. Spanish people and Mexican people are people of color. Spanish people are not.
Are we all of Spanish descent? Because I am.
They
too.
conquered a lot. So
I'm more Scottish than actually I'm Spanish, which blew my mind when I got my Ancestry.com results back.
Ancestry.
the only thing that I can claim,
Yeah.
the only thing that I can claim is that my grandma was native to South America and was Incan. So I'm like a quarter or eighth Incan, and that's like that's the one little nugget
Yeah, there
that
you
I
go.
can claim. But I can't even really claim it because I know nothing about
So
the
16
culture.
candles.
Wait,
That's-
don't interrupt me.
I'm not interrupting.
You started talking as I was talking. That's called interrupting.
Oh, Gossip Girl's gonna have a field day here.
Anyway, my actual next streaming pick.
Okay.
Is I caught up. Now it's streaming on Netflix. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is now streaming on Netflix, and
Put yourself on there.
and that was if I knew how to animate I would be willing to work 18-hour days
For that movie.
For that movie.
For the final product.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was a really, really good movie.
Nice.
And the end, the cliffhanger is just like, it's like an episode of a show, but you can't watch it until 3 years from now. Yeah, it was.
I gotta say, a lot of people were pissed off with the cliffhanger. They're like, "It's not its own movie." Like, fuck you. It's its own movie, but it just has it's one of the best cliffhangers we've ever seen in a long time.
Because we don't get cliffhangers in movies.
What was the one you said the other day? That
The one that I can compare it to the most that I've seen is at the end of the second Hobbit movie when the dragon is when the dragon is released and is flying towards the village or the town, the lake town, and then it just shows Bilbo, and he's like, "What have I done?" And then it cuts to black.
What have I done?
I got a good one. At the end of Kill Bill 1.
Oh yeah,
he says, "Does she know that the baby survived?"
Yeah,
or her daughter survived, and you're like, "Oh yes, can't wait for part 2. She's gonna fuck some fools up."
Yeah,
but
was good. That was a good one.
Across the Spider-Verse it's the next level animation. And the chase sequence in the Spider City,
Spider-Verse, Spider headquarters,
was, oh my god, I was on the edge of my seat.
All of those characters too were hilarious. They have the Lone Ranger Spider-Man.
Yeah,
there's the brooding emo Spider-Man.
Yes.
They have all these fun conversations along the way, and then it all pays off, and you see them all again in the chase.
It's really great what they included, and they really leaned into the multiverse.
Yes,
because there are many different species of Spider-Man and. Just species mutations of Spider-Man from just
they're actual different species. There's a cat version. There's a T-Rex one.
A T-Rex. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I have to check it out. I might.
Did you see the first one?
No, I'm not a fan of Spider-Man. I stopped watching after Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. So, yeah.
You're drunk.
You're doing yourself such a disservice.
I know.
Okay, we're gonna. It's gonna make it onto the board. It's gonna make it on the wheel at some point. It has to.
So I have to.
I want to force you to watch both of them. Okay. We can come over here, watch it in the full glory of the big setup and the surround sound. You got to watch it.
But Spider-Verse was really, really good streaming it, and it's on Netflix, so it's like you don't have to rent it anymore.
Yeah.
If you have Netflix.
Did you notice in some of the scenes where? And this is the thing that really stuck out to me when I watched it. It's my favorite of the year, by the way, of 2023. Still sitting at the top. I saw it in IMAX, and I'm so fucking glad I did. But they use the medium of animation so well, because there are moments where there's two characters, Gwen Stacy and her dad. It's one scene where it's an emotional thing, and you can tell how sad they are, but the background is actually like crying as the characters are emoting that sadness. And it's like, you can't do that in natural animation, or natural, I should say, film. If you could, but it would
live action.
Yeah, live action. You could do it in the sense that kind of Scott Pilgrim did it a little bit, but it's like baked right into the medium of the movie, and God, they use it so. It's such a fantastic movie.
Yeah, nice. They use a lot of color to literally, I guess, emote emotions.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But yeah, it was great. That's on Netflix. And then the final one, which was just like an entertaining movie, was I watched The Pope's Exorcist.
Oh, fun!
Which is also on. It's on Netflix, I believe.
I think it's on Netflix.
Who stars in that? I can't.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. That's.
Don't worry, you'll get there.
Russell Crowe is playing Father Amorth, who is a real person.
Yeah, I've seen TikToks on that film.
And yeah, this was just kind of like a self-contained, kind of like more actiony,
actiony
horror movie. It's not really like a horror movie.
It's almost like an adventure supernatural thriller.
The way what I was really impressed with was the kid actor who was possessed.
Yeah,
and like his facial expressions and like the makeup they put on him, and like the demon that is speaking through him, because this is like he's like the main plot point, like the devil essentially has possessed this child, and this kid's like so 12,
probably less than that, probably like 10.
Yeah,
pretty little.
But but the kid is like putting on this like pretty good a performance, even though he's not playing himself. He's playing
This
a demon, and like the voice he's lip syncing the voice of like what the demon is saying. And the facial expression that this kid has is pretty like he's contorting his face, and they put him through it. I gotta say,
they chose a good voice for the demon too.
Yeah,
because in the Exorcist, the original one,
it's Ralph Ineson. From the Witch.
Oh yes, it is. You're right. It totally is. He's a great demon voice.
Yeah,
but they have that old woman voice in the original Exorcist.
Yeah.
Do you see what you've done to her?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because like the demon was talking, and I was like, "Is he British?"
Yeah,
the demon's British.
This is the Green Knight.
British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. The sound, like I think there was some like pretty good sound design, and yeah, it was like Russell Crowe plays like an Italian. He's got this Italian accent. He speaks Italian, and he rides around on a little Vespa.
That's so great.
And yeah, I don't know if this specific case is based on. This like the plot of this movie is based on a real thing, or if it was just like he's a real person and he did exorcisms.
Yeah. He is the Pope's legit exorcist.
Yeah, hired by the Pope.
And it leaves you on a great cliffhanger where it's like, this happens. There's 200 other sites around the world this can happen to.
Yeah.
So it leads you to believe there's going to be 200 sequels to this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The opening sequence is very jarring. Because like he goes to perform an exorcism on this guy who, because they explain in the movie that most of the exorcism cases that he goes on are just people who are just mentally ill, and are having like an episode basically, but the people think that they're possessed, and he like confronts these demons, like he like is trying to intimidate them. He's like, you're not going to do that. You're not going to possess this pig, are you? Huh? You won't. You can't do that.
He's using the old reverse psychology.
I know. He's like. I bet you couldn't even do that. You're a little bitch, huh?
Oh my god.
You're a weak ass.
Yeah.
Weak ass demon.
But then like he goes into the pig basically. Black Mirror episode 1.
Goes into the pig.
Style.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have
He like
to do it.
he makes it seem like he like is possessed by the pig, or the pig gets possessed, and then like another person with a shotgun just comes and blows the pig's head off.
I know.
Oh my god.
And it's like all this to make this mentally ill person not be mentally ill anymore. I don't know.
Potentially, it's like the placebo effect.
Yeah. But yeah, that's on Netflix. That was pretty entertaining.
Cool.
It was it's a good self-contained movie.
I thought it was super fun. It's like a good pairing with something like Drag Me to Hell. Like that
Ooh,
same
yeah,
kind of vibe, you know.
Yeah.
Drag Me to Hell. is
Doesn't
really
take
good.
itself too seriously and very fun.
Yeah. I can see them making another one though.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I'll be in line. I might go see it in theaters. It was very fun.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. I'd say not a good pairing, but kind of is a good pairing. Go watch The Two Popes, also on Netflix. It's the old walk and talk. It's like Before Sunrise. It's
But with popes.
But with popes, yeah. It's one pope and then one next pope, the new pope. And it's two fucking fantastic. It's
That's a show, isn't it? The New Pope?
The New Pope? I don't know. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna blow through some of these because I got a pretty good list of. This has been a great movie watching week for me. So I've completed almost all of my little commitment like lists. You know, I watched this kind of list for this person and that group and this podcast and whatever. And it just kind of gives me a good spread of stuff to watch.
Sure.
I still have some friend recommends to blow through that I'm behind on. But what I did is I went on my Just Watch list. And I'm saying this for you, Tyler.
Okay.
Because you specifically asked me how I choose my movies last week.
I know. I was perplexed by it.
Yeah, so I'm going to give
As
you.
I said.
I'm going to give you.
We asked him.
No, he asked me first, and then we grilled him.
No, he critiqued how you do it.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much. He's like, "Why are you watching?"
And
Men
then we
in Black
asked
2?
you, and then you said, "I don't know."
He said,
How dare you?
"You watch Men in Black 2. How dare you?"
I did not say how dare you watch Men
He said,
in
"No
Black
one
2.
does that."
Yeah,
I did say that. I did say like who does that because I'm glad you brought this up because I'm gonna bring this thought up really quickly before
please.
you get into your list. I was thinking. Okay, so like to watch Men in Black 2 for myself, like for my perspective, my reality, as they say, is that
my truth, your truth,
my truth. Thank you, Joseph. And I was thinking, I would watch this movie if I was just flipping on the tube with the cable television and it just came on, and like I would stay on it until like an advert showed up, and then I'd probably change it. You know,
So you watch 20 minutes of it and then gone.
Yeah, probably 20 minutes and then gone. Or if I had little ones, I would say, "Hey, you guys want to grab a pizza and watch a movie?" And then I'd put on Men in Black 2. And
Okay.
so
That's fair.
That was like
Well, let me tell
the
you-
placement where I was coming from.
That's fine. Well, let me tell you where this one comes from. So I have this running watch list. It's on the Just Watch app.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Yes, and I have about 550 movies on there, which I'll never get to, right? And the problem is I don't check them off when I watch them sometimes.
550.
So I sorted it by IMDb rating.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
I sorted it by IMDb rating, highest at the top.
Yeah.
And I started watching some really fantastic movies that I had been putting off for a long time. So this is not one of them. This is Dracula Untold.
Oh, okay.
From 2014 on Netflix.
Oh my god.
Good pairing with The Pope's Exorcist, I think, because it's kind of in that cheesy factor kind of world, I guess. But it's Luke Evans, I think is the main actor's name.
Yeah.
And it's set in the 1400s when Vlad the Impaler became Dracula.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And it just kind of is, it's a ridiculous, it's like almost like what you would watch with some kids. It'd be like a good entry horror, like, you know, to the vampire, you know, lore, I guess. And there's some pretty good stuff in here. And Charles Dance plays the original, the OG. He plays the OG vampire that turns Luke Evans or whatever. And if anybody was going to be an OG vampire, I think Charles Dance would be perfect for it. So yeah,
Where'd you watch this at?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, just Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, and it was just on my home screen. Like, you know, new and hot, or, you know, new to you, or new to the service, or something like that. And Brianna loves vampire movies. She's started her own physical media collection that's solely just vampire movies.
Oh wow!
So
she herself is on all levels except physical a vampire.
Yes, exactly. For all ways except for physical, she's a vampire.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, let's run down the list. She's allergic to garlic. She sleeps well into the daylight hours. She hates going out during the day. She's very much a night person, and she has an iron deficiency, which would be fixed if she were to suck blood. She may be a vampire. And I live with an actual Romanian, which is where vampires were born.
That's her familiar.
Producer Justice. This is her familiar. Oh, God, it's all oh, my God. It's all making sense.
It's all coming together.
I'm in danger.
You're just their familiar.
I'm lucky. Oh, he's her familiar. I'm just lucky I haven't been. I'm a blood bag. I'm lucky I haven't been munched on yet.
You're like in Mad Max.
Yeah, so
you're gonna wake up with both of the people you live with sucking the
So
life
I married
out of
a
you.
vampire.
You need to get out, Pete.
I know. So, anyways, that's Dracula Untold. It's kind of goofy. It's not anything serious, and but there's some cool stuff in there. There's a bat bomb. He turns into like a gigantic army of bats and smashes the ground, and like it's like a video game. He knocks all his enemies onto the ground, and like all the bats smashing the ground. But there's some cool stuff in here, but it's pretty cheesy. All right. I watched Anna and the Apocalypse. It's a fun one that I've never seen before. This is
never even heard of that film before.
So it's streaming on Shudder and AMC Plus, Canopy, and this is get this.
Got it.
It's a zombie musical Christmas movie set in Scotland, and it's also a comedy. It's a young adult comedy. So it's a hodgepodge of a lot of stuff. And we've talked in the past about musicals that don't feel like musicals. This feels like a musical. So you got to be ready for it. There's a lot of breaking out in full numbers, and the kids are singing about, you know, what their fate is and their future is because they're getting ready to go off to college, or they call it university over there.
Yeah.
And
so it's not post-apocalyptic or anything like that. It's
Shaun of the Dead meets La La Land.
Pretty much. That's a great analogy. And it is very gory, but it's not like gory to the point where, you know, it's a good entry level for like maybe teenagers into the horror.
Sure.
And it's like if you're a musical type of guy or girl, it's a pretty fun musical, but there's some gore and there's some hateable characters that you know are going to be the big bad at the end and stuff like that. But ultimately, it's a young adult sort of comedy adventure that just happens to be set at the beginning of a zombie apocalypse. Doesn't explain to you how it happens, but it is pretty fun, and it's set during at one point she's wielding this giant candy cane decoration, stabbing zombies with it. So it's very much a Christmas movie. So that was a really fun one. That was actually recommended to me by a listener, Binge Lord Dan. He's a big proponent of that one. Gosh, I got too many of these movies. I'm gonna blow through these. The King's Speech, Colin Firth, Jeffrey Rush.
Oh yeah, I heard that was a good one.
Won a bunch of Oscars.
Yeah.
Fucking way better than I was expecting. That's on Max.
Nice.
That's on
Really?
Max. Yeah, Max right now. It's also on Stars, on DirecTV. I won't spend much time on that, but you think it's going to be a stuffy sort of British drama, and it kind of is. But man, it's fun. Jeffrey Rush plays Barbosa, Captain Barbosa in the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
Yeah.
Is so goddamn charming here.
He is. He's a great actor.
And it's a
great actor.
and
Very underrated, I would say.
And it's a historical movie, so it's, you know, it really happened. This much like this. I'm sure they took liberties, but it's got a fantastic cast. Helen Bonham Carter is in there. Timothy Spall plays Churchill. Yeah, really, really good. And again,
Nice.
that's on Max. I watched a classic Peter Bogdanovich movie, Paper Moon, which is streaming on Max and Canopy and DirecTV also. The interesting thing about this is it was made in 1973. It's black and white, and it's set in the 20s. So it seems like it's an older movie than it really is, but it was like 2 or 3 years before he played Redmond Barry in Barry Lyndon. Ryan O'Neal, the same actor. And the really interesting thing about this is that Tatum O'Neal is his real life daughter. So it's a road trip movie where Tatum O'Neal, she's like 11, I think. And her character is 11, and her mother dies, and it starts at the beginning. It's the funeral, his mom's funeral.
Do you know the story about Tatum O'Neal and her father?
That's what I'm talking about right now, Tyler. I'm getting to it as we speak.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
So
I was trying to get ahead.
It's okay. It's just not your segment. You can watch Paper Moon and then talk all you want about it.
All right.
So he basically picks her up, and they go on this road trip, and he's a shyster. He's a con man, and he sells Bibles, and he's a fucking great grift.
Yeah.
He looks. I'm going to tell you what the grift is, and then I'm not going to tell you much about the rest of the plot because it's fun to watch it unfold. But he buys Bibles. He has a mobile printing press. He puts he can take a woman's name and stamp it on the cover of this Bible, and then he goes to the obituaries of whatever town he's in. And he looks up women whose husband have died. He's like, he was survived by his widow Myrtle or something like that.
Yeah.
And he'll go and stamp Myrtle onto the front of this Bible, and then go to Myrtle's house and say, "Oh, I'm looking for Joseph. Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph died last week. Oh, that was my husband." And he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, he ordered this special Bible for a Myrtle. I assume it's someone who's very dear to him, very dear to him." And she goes, "Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
He ordered me a Bible."
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, he did. It's the deluxe $12 version, But
I love Paper Moon.
minus
So
the
good.
$1 deposit, for $11 you can have it. But I'll take it back. I'm sure it's a point of contention for you. And they always buy it.
Yeah.
And basically, the daughter, who may or may not actually be his daughter in the movie, goes along with this trip, and she becomes just as much of a shyster as he does. This movie is fantastic.
It's so good.
And
It's so good.
Joseph's showing it right now, the trailer. The woman in the passenger seat they pick up is this new girl that he was trying to hook up with.
She's from Blazing Saddles.
She's the one from Clue.
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles. And I didn't realize this movie was so recent because I'm watching it and I'm like, God, she looks like that. She talks like that woman from Clue.
It looks old.
Catherine, yeah.
Yeah.
Catherine, I think what's her name.
Looks very aged.
I can't remember her name. But anyways, and I'm like, that is her. It's the same woman. And in real life, Tatum O'Neal and Ryan O'Neal are father-daughter. So there's a lot of scenes where she's smoking cigarettes and she's 11, and they really did it because the dad's just like, yeah, smoke that cigarette. And their relationship is so fucking great. It's such a delightful father-son movie or father-daughter movie. Mm-hmm. It's a great road trip movie. It's a great comedy. It's a great, shyster sort of turning tricks or,
It's kind of like a slice of life almost too.
Yeah, I'd say so, but it really is a finite story from start to finish, and they don't really like each other throughout, and their relationship grows, and obviously there's turmoil, and for the most part they get away with almost everything they want. So it's really fun to watch them turn these sort of gags and tricks and make money, and it's a delightful movie. So if you have not taken the plunge to watch Paper Moon yet because it feels like homework, absolutely watch it.
Definitely watch it.
Absolutely watch it.
It is a very fun film. And actually, Tatum O'Neal's father did not go to her. I can't remember what she won an Oscar
for this. She was the youngest.
Okay.
She was the youngest Oscar winner.
It was
She was the youngest Oscar winner at the time.
He didn't even attend the ceremony because he was so jealous.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
How do you know so much about this, Tyler?
It's kind of an.
Wait, what do you mean? Because I'm not allowed to know things about things.
Not when you notoriously don't know things.
I know.
This is the one thing that you do know.
That's not the one thing I don't know. How dare you? Now that I know.
When did you
that
watch
she was
this movie?
15,
You've seen it
like, I
before,
feel a little
obviously.
weird
Yeah,
about that. Oh man, it had to been it was me and the late great Brent Daniels. We watched it
a long time ago, huh?
Yeah, it was probably about like when we were like 20, 21 maybe, like
10 years ago. So,
yeah,
okay.
so, but I remember when we watched it, like we kind of just sat there and we were just like, holy shit, that was a really good
It's
movie.
a fantastic movie, yeah.
It was in the infancy of Netflix when it was out.
And I'll say this: that is one of the more famous Hollywood relationship stories. Is Tatum and Ryan O'Neal? They have this checkered past. So, anyways, I'm going to skip through these other ones. I watched Once Upon a Time in the West, Charles Bronson, classic Western movie. I always thought Charles Bronson was a mook. I always thought he looked like. How does anybody think this guy's a sex symbol? How does anybody think this guy's a badass from like Death Wish? Cause that's all,
that's his most famous film.
He just got his like Pete Rose haircut and just a weird mustache, you know.
Yeah, he looks strange.
And in this, he's a badass. So that was freaking fantastic. Yeah, that's streaming on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
I rewatched Fargo. Unbelievable movie, so freaking tight. This might be considered a perfect movie.
That's the Ben Affleck one.
No,
that's Argo.
Oh, that's Argo.
No.
Okay.
Ben Affleck was not in Fargo.
I was missing the F.
This is early Coen Brothers, set in Fargo, North Dakota. Don't you know?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's streaming on Max on DirecTV. I don't need nobody needs me to talk about that. And then I watched the one movie I wanted to talk about, which I'd never even heard of before. And I think this is a totally underrated comedy. It's called Someone Great. This is from 2019. This is streaming on Netflix, very accessible. And let's see who is the stars of this, because I always get her name mixed up. Gina Rodriguez, Brittany Snow, and DeWanda Wise are the three leads in this. This is a female-led comedy. It's a trio of them. And they're right at their, like, just getting into their 30s. They live in New York City, and Gina Rodriguez's character has a breakup with her boyfriend, who's played by Lakeith Stanfield. And they have a bad breakup, and what the movie basically occurs for the 2 days after their breakup, and what's going to happen to her because she's moving to San Francisco. She got a gig writing for Rolling Stones, and she takes the gig, and they break up because of that. The story takes place during the time from the breakup to the time that she leaves, over the course of like 2 days, maybe 2 days, maybe three at the most. And this is very funny, very of the time, very like
it's actually funny.
It's very funny.
It's kind of like a rarity. I feel like for
I know.
Netflix. Is it a Netflix original?
I don't know if it's an original.
Oh, okay.
But the person that wrote and directed this also wrote and directed Do Revenge, which came out last year, I think, or maybe even this year, that I fucking hated. I hated Do Revenge.
Okay.
Did not like it. This is gold though. This is one of these underrated movies that you're like, where did this even? I didn't even heard of it. Someone Great is what it's called, and it's written and directed by Jennifer Caitlin Robinson, which. If I would have seen this first and then went back and watched Do Revenge, I would have been so pissed off at this sophomore, movie from this person, because it turned into this. So this movie, Someone Great, is very much a millennial story. They're in their 30s and it's set a couple years ago, and they're, it's very.
So it's like essentially present time.
It is present. It's not essentially very much. It's actually present time. It's. The humor is derived from like humor that like us three right here would really connect with. So if you're in that like demographic, if you're
RuPaul,
RuPaul is in it for a short minute, yeah. Great, plays a great character. Plays their drug dealer,
the queen of drag.
Yeah. So if you're looking
Questlove.
Questlove plays a DJ in it for a minute. Who else is in this that's notable? There's a couple notable people in this too. But for the most part, it's just the three of them. And the thing that's great about it is like, Bridesmaids was this fantastic female-led comedy. And it kind of spawned some other things, but didn't always turn out great. This is fucking great.
The Ghostbusters reboot.
Yeah.
They figured out the equation.
I don't even know. This doesn't even seem super formulaic. It does in a way, but all three of them have epiphanies throughout the night and then develop their relationships with their other significant others or vice versa. So, in that sense, it is formulaic. There's a great sort of montage dress-up scene, which is played in a different way than I've ever seen because they're all fucking drunk when it's happening. And they're talking about getting Molly and going to party one last time together, and they're getting too old. And it's just a really fun comedy. So that's called Someone Great. And that's it.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Can you open my page for me?
That's it.
Yes.
You're done?
No, too many. I have two more to talk about, but I'll save those for next week.
Okay.
That's a problem with watching too many good movies in a row. I don't want to leave any of them out. Anything else, fellas?
Actually, no. There's
Oh, okay.
one. There's just very quickly one thing.
Okay.
So everyone knows. So Mitch Burns. Yeah, a Patreon member. He kind of has a little bit of an abrasive type of humor.
What?
And
I wouldn't say that.
Mitch, if you're still in the chat, do you
defend yourself? Yeah,
it's a little bit abrasive, which I appreciate. I like it. I think it's funny. He commented on one of our posts on Instagram saying that Joseph looks like he's from high school.
Oh well, Joseph does have a baby face.
Who comes to his defense?
Who?
None other than his own mother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I got a good laugh about that.
Oh, Anne went on the post?
Anne Navarro came to his defense and said, my handsome boy. Or something along those lines. And I got a good laugh about that. And that was a sting.
She likes to do that. It's like not even it's just probably like her fourth or fifth time.
Oh, really?
It's like a picture of me, and then I remember one time I can't remember what the picture was, but she said that basically,
my handsome boy,
and then my other friends on Instagram were like essentially saying like the same thing, but a different variation of that.
Oh, they're jumping on. I love that.
I saw that. I didn't delete the comment, but I hid it because I think we don't need people seeing that.
Your mother loves you.
Yeah, people need to know that.
I think
like I don't know what to say.
I think that was just like the perfect sequence of events and comments on our Instagram post, because like as soon as he posted that, your mom comes flying in to make sure.
You say it so dramatically. It really isn't that dramatic.
She literally just saw it and goes, "Hi, my boy."
Well, I'm trying. This is a goddamn show. Come on. Anyways, that I just wanted.
But you hear that, Mitch?
Yeah,
you hear that, Mitch?
You're abrasive.
You got to get through my mom first.
Hey, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that really quickly, and that's all I have.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing it up.
So, give me that page again.
Oh, yes.
So, thank you for the Twitch participants, people in the chat. If you want to get into the chat and have your comments read on the air, come into the twitch.tv/MCFC podcast every Saturday. We're going to take a quick break here, and then you could join us back in the next 10-15 minutes. If you're in the podcast world, we'll see you in a couple days. So, thank you to our cool-ass yard duties over on Patreon. That's Javier, Listener Steven, Heather Sachs, Ryan Corbin, and Chris. Joining us on the Twitch stream is a way to support. Sharing with a friend or family member or leaving a 5-star review are all free ways to support if you don't want to go on the Patreon. So, until next time. Thank you for following us. Thank you for listening. We'll see you very soon on the next episode. But follow us on Facebook to join in the conversation. Facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on Instagram at Middle Class Film Class, and leave us a voicemail, why don't you, at 209-730-6010.
And follow us on Twitter at Podcast MCFC and on TikTok at Middle Class Film Class.
If you like the new social media posts, drop a comment in the chat to our beautiful boy Joseph.
Yes, please.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.